Moscow. Mikhail Kalashnikov looks into the distance, cradling one of his automatics in his arms like a violin. His 4.8 meters frame stands proud atop a 4 meters pedestal. The late Russian lieutenant general is better known as the inventor of the assault rifle that bears his name and became by some estimates the most lethal weapon ever made. A new monument to Russian firearm designer Mikhail Kalashnikov is unveiled in Moscow on Tuesday. Photo app. On Tuesday, a statue was unveiled in his honor in a tiny square on Moscow's busy Garden Ring thoroughfare. It has him dressed in a bomber jacket and clutching an AK-47 in both hands. "I created a weapon for the defense of my fatherland," runs a Kalashnikov quote hewn on the pedestal. At the unveiling ceremony, a Kremlin guard of honor stood to attention. The ceremony took place to the sounds of Russian military folk music, the Soviet anthem, Orthodox prayers and words about how his creation had ensured Russia's safety and peace in the world. There was no mention of the untold millions of people who have been killed or maimed by the weapon since its creation. This weapon is Russia's defense. It's one of Russia's symbols. Alas, for life to continue, for lovely children to grow up, for beautiful women in Russia, there must be a weapon, the monument's sculptor, Salavat Sherbakov, said. The AK-47, the small arms mainstay of Russia's armed forces for more than 60 years, is also featured on the national emblems of several African nations and on that of East Timor. The monument to Mikhail Kalashnikov, whose weapon is considered to have killed more people than all others put together. Photo app. Every fifth firearm in the world is a Kalashnikov. Kalashnikovs account for more than 70 million of the assault rifles that have been produced over the past 60 years and are in service in 50 foreign armies, the Kalashnikov concern said on its website. Military experts say the AK-47 has killed more people than all other types of modern weapons together. Girls learn to handle Kalashnikov assault rifles at the Cadets Boarding School No. 9 for girls in Moscow. Photo app. File. As well as being embraced by armies, anti-Western revolutionary movements and leftist leaders worldwide, the relatively cheap and sturdy rifle has been used by gangsters, drug traffickers, militants and rebels of all stripes. Kalashnikov, who died aged 94 in 2013, had repeatedly said that pride in his invention was mixed with the pain of seeing it used by criminals and child soldiers. Russian President Vladimir Putin, second left front, visits a display of rifles at the Kalashnikov factory last year. Photo hand. Who tapped the offspring of a large peasant family. Mikhail Kalashnikov started working on a new automatic firearm for the Soviet Red Army after he was wounded during World War II. He won a state competition to select a new weapon, beating the Soviet Union's best designers, and it brought him the Stalin Prize. His first assault rifle was produced in 1947 and there have been numerous modifications since then. Bodies are covered on a Tunisian beach in 2015 after a young man unfurled pulled out of Kalashnikov and opened fire on European sunbathers in an attack that killed at least 28 people. Photo app. File. The Kalashnikov rifle is a true cultural brand of Russia, Russian Cultural Minister Vladimir Medinsky said at the ceremony. The unveiling of the monument was timed to coincide with Arms Makers' Day marked in Russia on Tuesday. Underscoring the importance of the military-industrial complex for Russia's economy, President Vladimir Putin sent best wishes to the workers of the sector. Mikhail Kalashnikov holds a prototype of his famous AK-47 assault rifle in 2007. Photo app. Reuters. New York Times.